Say hi.
Say hi. Okay, we just purchased this 4-in-1 Bauer hammer drill. It's a rotary hammer, chisel, drill, and bit rotation. Don't know what that is, but probably won't use it. And it applies to the SDS Plus type drills. We have to cut the entrance for the crawl space bigger so that we can get the furnace in and the ductwork in underneath the house. Well, I borrowed my brother-in-law's hammer drill twice, and I was told if you got to borrow it a third time, you might as well go ahead and buy one. So that's what I did. Because what we're going to do is we're going to drill a whole bunch of holes where they need to go, and then chisel it out. And then I bought a diamond bit for my 4.5-inch grinder. So we ended up, I decided I'd try these Warrior drills. Since I'm not making a living at it, I am just doing a few holes. We'll use it at the shop for drilling holes into the concrete to put the rebar so that we connect all the sections that we're doing up there. We ended up buying the Warrior chisels. These were very inexpensive, and I'd say cheap, but I don't know yet. We're going to find out if they're cheap. So just in case, we got a Bosch drill in case these drill bits don't work. So here is the drill, and it's fairly heavy, and it's got adjustments right here for the hammer. You got to push the button in for the hammer drill, and just a regular drill. So that might come in handy at some point in time than just the regular drill. And it even has a stop if you only want to go so deep on it. I can't get this dude out of there. And it goes right in here, and it's even got little teeth on it, so it clicks and it locks in. There you go. See, and that'll keep you from going too deep. And these, you just push it in, and then, whoop, that didn't work. There it goes. And then you put this stop in wherever it goes, but that's not very long. So I don't know how that's going to work. But anyway, it's there. So I don't know if we'll try to get to this today and test it out, and we'll do a better job at showing how these things work than we have in the past, because we we had a situation with a nail gun, and so we ended up buying this one, and it worked fantastic. We just don't have any film of using it. So when we build the well house, which will be hopefully soon, then we'll use it and you guys can see how it works. We figured that we're not the only ones doing this, where we're trying to do a lot of the work ourselves on our homestead. So we decided we'd see what we thought was the biggest bang for the buck. And we're not making a living off of it, so we're going to Harbor Freight and buying the mid-grade. The nail gun, we bought the top of the line at Harbor Freight, but this Bauer is mid-line, and it's better than the Harbor Freight when I first started going to Harbor Freight years ago, many years ago. And they had Chicago Electric, and I had a bandsaw, portable bandsaw, and I abused that, dude, and it lasted. I built 4 or 5 race cars with it and repaired who knows how many, cutting bars, notching bars, and all that stuff with it. And it was a trooper. You know, chances are I could have just put some new brushes in it and went on, but I ended up buying a Bauer. So, and I haven't gotten to use it much, but it worked good while I used it. So I'm not afraid of Harbor Freight stuff, because usually if I get a bad one, it happens right away. I can exchange it, and they don't seem to have any problem exchanging. And then the next one, you know, your odds are just better that you're not going to get a bad one. So here in a little bit, we'll start drilling and using this, and we'll show you how it's done. Not bad. Went right through it.
Is everything on the other side of that wall? It went all the way through. I saw that.
Like butter. That's with cheap drill. Let's put the 1-inch in.
You want to talk on this before this battery dies? Explain what you're doing.
You still don't know how to put the battery in.
I do, but I'm out here right now at the moment.
Okay, the first one was a guide hole. And now we're going to go with the 1-inch, go through it and see how it does. Now, these are cheap Warrior drills, and that one went right through it.
Hmm. How's it going? Oh my.
Yeah, I think it's wearing out
It kind of sounds like.
It's really hot.
Maybe
So
let
I'm
it
gonna
cool
let it
down.
cool down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna make it. I don't think this hammer drill's gonna make it. I got it on hammer to chisel that out, and I got a pretty good opening there. The 1-inch Warrior, it just about beat me to death. So I went ahead and got the Bosch and put in there, and it's going right through it like butter.
And just keep the machine working.
Huh?
If you can just keep that machine working.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let it cool down, and then we'll drill some more holes. It looks like the easiest way is to space them out about, I don't know, an inch or two, and then just kind of bust the concrete up. And then once I get it all cleaned out, and then I'll get this wood out, and I'll get the grinder and smooth it all out, make it look pretty, and make it where the wood can seal it off again. But we're getting there. Hopefully this will last for the whole job. But I don't have very high hopes for it.
Right, let's hope the rain holds off too. There's a high chance of rain today.
Yeah. I'm not worried about that. I think we're all right there. Because I'm getting ready to get on the inside and start busting it out on that side too.
Right.
So actually get ready to do that pretty quick. So hopefully we can get this wood out of here pretty quick, and then I can get on top of it and really just kind of scoop that stuff out. But this little dude right here works real good at getting out the little pieces and just busting it off. Hell, I don't know what it would be. Kind of a weird looking dude. This right here, this one right here, that's good for going from hole to hole to kind of keep it nice and smooth.
Right.
And then I use this and I just bust it out. Just bust little pieces out. And that's all these are just pieces of that. Luckily, I don't know if this is true or not, but they say that concrete gets harder and harder and harder as it never stops getting harder. So this is probably a good time to be doing this before we actually, well, I mean years from now when we have to try to do something dumb like this. It'd be really hard.
Right.
But it's getting there. We got it cracked loose, but I don't know whether he screwed these together or what. Don't know.
it through?
Yep.
Let me see.
See?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Here's a big old hole.
You're making progress.
Mm-hmm.
You got a ways to go, honey.
Yep.
Well, looky there.
The hole's bigger.
Yes, it is.
After this thing got used a little bit, it actually got better. So it's like the tolerances were too tight and it started working better. So I think it's gonna be just fine. We gotta smooth that out just a little bit more. But we got the space we needed to get the furnace in there and the ductwork. Just got to do some cleaning up and finding my tools. Who knows where the heck they went. This is how long I've been going to Harbor Freight for tools. This is a Chicago Electric. I don't even know if they use those anymore. But the thing still works. It's a grinder. And I've got 2 other ones that still work. So I don't have any problem with Harbor Freight stuff for what I'm using it for, because I'm not making a living with it, so I'm not doing it that much, using them that much. So I personally think it's pretty smart to use Harbor Freight instead of the name brands if you're doing stuff like what we're doing here, which is kind of a one-off deal, and we can still use it on other stuff like when we go to make the concession stand scoring tower for Miracle Motor Speedway. We'll be able to use all this stuff, and it'll work just fine for all that too. So we'll carry on.
So what is this?
This is a Diamond. This is a Bauer diamond wheel, and it grinds concrete.
So it's gonna make it smooth and pretty.
Smooth and pretty, just the way you like it. Cause I have to do it like that. Cause you'll kill me if I don't. It's gotta be pretty.
You're gonna set my OCDs off.
Yep, that's the game plan.
Oh.
Gonna set some OCDs.
Yeah, 'cause it is kind of dirty in there. You gotta get in there and clean some house.
No, you got good in there and clean. It's your OCDs.
Oh no, this is your mess.
It's your OCDs.
I don't clean up your mess. Remember that.
All right. Until now.
Mm-hmm.
Now you do.